Right now, I want to show you what I've been using for my psoriasis. I've got it right here. This is a mixture of shea butter and coconut oil. I've used them both individually, but I've put them together here as a way to save time. It's a 50-50 blend, so half of it's shea butter, half of it's coconut oil. It's really, really easy to make. I'll put links to everything in the description of this video, so if you want to find the raw shea butter and a good, high quality but low cost coconut oil, I'll put links to that in the description of this video, as well as some other things I'm doing, which includes the AIP, the autoimmune protocol diet. I'm really, really trying to get serious about getting rid of my psoriasis completely. So again, to make this, I make a double boiler basically. I put a pot on the stove, boil that water, I take it off of the heat, and then in another bowl, I've measured out my coconut oil and shea butter. I just sit it in the water there and leave it for about 30 minutes to an hour, and it's just gonna melt down. Then I'll come back, stir it up, and then I can put it in a dish like this. Now this dish will just sit on my bathroom counter. Then every morning after I get out of the shower, I liberally apply this to my psoriasis. Now, it has been working, so the cool thing about shea butter, it's a natural anti-inflammatory and a sunscreen. I think they tout it as like a 6 to 8 SPF. Not saying that that's all I'm using to go out in the sun, but there's some benefits to the shea butter. The coconut oil is really, really, well, it's moisturizing, yeah. So it goes on nicely. It helps dilute the shea butter. So when you get the shea butter, it's really thick and it's hard to apply. It's like it's even thicker than Vaseline, so it's harder to apply. And the shea butter, it's got a very organic smell to it. It doesn't smell the best. It doesn't smell bad necessarily, but it's got this organic, almost musky scent to it. So blending it with the coconut oil really gives a better flavor to it. I like making it myself because I do not want anything else in it. The problem with all these other creams and stuff is they've always got other crap in there that I don't want. Essential oils and things like that. And I don't want that stuff in there. I just want the raw, natural moisturizers to help with my psoriasis. So this is the main spot that I'm tracking here. If I do have a before photo of this, I'll kind of post it here if I can. It is helping. It's been really great in just moisturizing my skin and helping the burning, the itching, and relieving some of those symptoms there. I've got psoriasis all over my body, mostly on my legs and upper back, my butt, and on my scalp. Though I can't see it, I can feel it. I get an itchy scalp. And I counted recently, I've got over 80 different spots all over my body. And the shea butter and coconut oil blend has really helped reduce the redness. So you know when you get those new patches, they're really bright red, and then they've got that white scales on the white flaky skin cells on top of it there. So with the shea butter coconut oil blend, it's really reduced that. And so you don't get those white flaky spots on top anymore. And the bright redness has now turned to more of a dull brown. And that's usually the sign when those spots tend to disappear for me. They get dark brown, light brown, and then they kind of fade over time. But in some cases, I've got spots that are just a light brown dot on my skin, and it looks like a birthmark or something. But it's just old spot of psoriasis. But it's not flaring up anymore, and it's pretty much gone. But there is still some evidence that I once had psoriasis in that spot. So I really do enjoy the shea butter coconut oil blend. It's helped just moisturize the skin. I feel more comfortable now. I don't really notice that I have psoriasis anymore, except for on my scalp when it starts to itch. But as far as the other symptoms that you get when you have psoriasis, the burning and that your skin is just crawling and you feel so uncomfortable, I don't really get that much anymore. Sometimes on a really dry day or something, but not like it used to. I used to have it pretty much 24/7, just living in my skin was very uncomfortable. But the moisturizer here has really helped. So I do recommend it, that if you want to give it a try, I'll put links in the video here just to make it easy to find this. But basically you just want raw shea butter and unrefined coconut oil. I guess you could use whatever coconut oil you want, but unrefined just means they take it right out and they ship it right to you. Refined, they just heat it up and they do some other things to it. I don't know if it really matters or makes a difference, but that's what I used, and it was cheaper that way as well. So again, links to that, and if I can, I'll kind of show you some more spots of my psoriasis here, and we'll continue on showing how it's progressing over time, and hopefully if I find a solution that really gets it to go away completely. But at the moment, with the combination of the diet that I'm on, that's the autoimmune protocol, I've been on that for a year, over a year actually, and that is I am cutting out gluten and dairy. I am following the research and the advice of a doctor in a book. Again, I'll post that book in the link in the description here. But the summary, to sum it up, it's basically avoid gluten and dairy. Don't eat those. And I have not. I've had strict adherence to that diet, and it's helped to a point, but it hasn't made it completely go away. But in some cases, it does take years for this diet to work. Now, if you just look up the AIP diet, you will also see that it also excludes nightshades and other things. I'm not doing that protocol because that's not what this doctor has recommended in my instance, because you will learn throughout his book why he goes to that extreme in some of those cases. So just a quick Google search of the AIP diet, you'll see that you cut out gluten, dairy, and nightshades, but a more in-depth look at the diet with the suggestions of this doctor. And that's why I've chosen to keep nightshades into my diet, like bell peppers, potatoes, and tomatoes. So again, I'm using all of these together to hopefully help cure my psoriasis, right? So I've got the diet, so I'm working on the inside. The whole point is you're fixing your gut health, okay? And then I'm doing some supplements. I'm taking mostly D vitamins is what I've been looking at adding into my diet. So vitamin D. I'll put some links to the vitamins that I'm taking as well. I've actually found a men's sexual health multivitamin that has all of the things that I want in it. It's got all the amino acids, all of the vitamins and minerals that I'm looking for. And it was just a cheaper, more effective way to find it. So I'm not struggling with men's sexual health, but I liked the multivitamin because it's all natural, organic, and then it has a higher quantity and percentage of the vitamins and minerals that I was looking for. So that just happened to be the one that I chose and am currently taking. And then, so I'm working on the diet, right? And I'm working on the nutrition and adding in those nutrients. And then the last part that I'm working on is actually treating the symptoms here that I have. So I was kind of avoiding that for a while, but now I'm really hitting it hard. So with this coconut oil blend here, I'm just coconut oil and shea butter blend. I just apply it. And then lots of times whenever I'm in the bathroom here or up and around, I'll just grab some and rub it on. And it goes on really quick, really easy, but it is pretty greasy. So that is something that you need to be aware of, but it really has been helping. So I recommend it. If you're struggling with psoriasis or possibly eczema or something, shea butter and coconut oil is a great addition to what I've been doing. And hopefully we can find some relief together to cure our psoriasis. And I'll be back with more updates, and hopefully over the next year or so or two or a couple years, find a solution that gets rid of it for good. Again, my name is Drew Smith. Thanks for watching.